we're going to take a look at the settings and the plunge point of each part. The plunge point is where the router is going to make its first initial plunge into the material to be cutting that particular part. Looking at our nested sheet, we have green little nodes. Those green nodes that are showing is the current plunge point of each part. We're able to automatically change these by going into settings and modifying our plunge point. The standard is the lower left, or standard is based on wherever the parts have been drawn. So if you are drawing on a DXF, wherever you drew or however that DXF was created as the start point, that's where the start point will be. Changing it to the upper left, after nesting, we'll move all of the start points to the upper left of the part. The upper right is going to move all of those plunge points to the upper right of each part. Then setting it to center, which is most likely the best option for hold down purposes. Nesting that is going to gravitate all of the plunge points and pick the point that is closest to the center of the material. The reason why plunge points matter is for your vacuum hold down to help hold the parts down and in place. The plunge point matters in where it cuts and how it operates. So if we are cutting around this part here, cutting around in a conventional direction, left to right, having the plunge point at this point is okay because it is going to move up, over, down, then back to the beginning. Now, if the plunge point was off on this lower left, that could be a problem as it cuts from this point to this point up around that part. When it gets to this edge, there is nothing else that is holding or connecting this part itself to the rest of the sheet. So as it's making this last little plunge down to the bottom, there is a high chance that that part could move if that part is starting at the lower left. Changing any one of these start points, if you hold the letter A down, as we click on or in the quadrant of each part, we are able to see how that start point is able to change. We could also view the cut order of each part by typing the letter C. That is going to display a number inside of the part, and that is going to set the order that what each part cuts. So we could see part number 1, 2, so the smaller parts are getting cut first, moving over to 3, 4, and then moving on to the bigger parts. Later videos will show how to reorient the cut order, but in short, it was just clicking on all of the parts. It will cut in the order that you clicked. So if you click on every single part in the job, by the time you get to the last part, the first part you clicked on will be the first part that gets cut. So again, that is in settings, and this is the plunge point.